In this video, I'll discuss about potential energy and kinetic energy. As I have discussed earlier means in the previous video, that mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. So we can say that the mechanical energy is of two forms. First, potential energy, and second, kinetic energy. So let's start potential energy. The energy of a body at rest is called its potential energy. In another word, we can say that potential energy of a body is the energy possessed by it due to its state of rest or position. Actually, it is equal to the work done in bringing the body to that state of rest or position. And it is represented by capital P dot capital E. Examples of potential energy. A wound up watch spring has potential energy because of the wound up state of its coils. As the spring unwinds itself, it does work to move the arms of the watch. Second, a compressed spring has potential energy stored in it, which is equal to the work done on the spring in bringing it to the compressed state. Next, a stretched rubber band has potential energy. It does work in restoring itself to its original state. A pebble placed on the stretched rubber catapult is thrown away when it is released to restore its original state. In stretching a rubber band, work is done, and this work is stored in the rubber band in the form of potential energy. Next is a hammer at a height has potential energy stored in it. The hammer has this energy because of its position at a height. The hammer is dropped on a nail fixed on a piece of wood. Then what happens? It drives the nail into the wood. Clear? Then a falling stone, when reaches a pan attached at one end of a pulley, lifts up weight at its other end because of its potential energy. So this you can see on the screen also. Clear? So falling stone is there, and as it comes down, what happens? It gets attached at one end of the pulley. Clear? Okay. And then this weight of the stone helps in lifting up a weight at its other end, and this is possible because of the energy stored in the stone. And the energy stored in the stone is which kind of energy? Potential energy. Clear? Next, water at a height has potential energy stored in it. Falling water from a height can be used to rotate the turbine to produce the hydroelectricity, and this I have discussed in the previous video also. And this hydroelectricity means this turbine helps to produce the electricity, and electricity that we get from the flowing water is called as hydroelectricity. Now next is the formula of potential energy. The formula of potential energy is mgh, where m is mass of the body, g is gravity, and the value of g is 9.8 meter per second square, or approximately 10 meter per second square, and h is height. So on the basis of the formula, we can say that what factors affect the potential energy of a body placed at a height. So the basically two factors affect. Clear? The two factors affect the potential energy of a body in the raised position. So the first is mass of the body. Greater the mass of the body, greater is the potential energy of the body. You can see on the screen also that the body with more mass, that is 20 kg, has more potential energy than the less mass, that is the 10 kg. Okay. Now next is the height above the ground. Higher the height of the body, greater is its potential energy. Means this is directly proportional. Clear? So potential energy is directly proportional to the height. As we increases the height, the potential energy also increases, and as we decreases the height, the potential energy also decreases. Now next is the kinetic energy. The energy of a body in motion is called its kinetic energy. In other words, kinetic energy of a body is the energy possessed by the body due to its state of motion. Actually, it is the work done on the body in bringing it to the state of motion, and it is represented by capital K dot capital E. You can see on the screen also that a fast moving stone has the capacity of breaking a window pane when it strikes the pane. Thus, the fast moving stone has a kinetic energy. Another example is on the screen that a falling hammer, when it strikes a nail fixed on a wooden block, it moves further into the block, and thus a moving hammer has kinetic energy and it does work on the nail. The third you can see on the screen, the third example is the in a swinging pendulum moving to and fro, the bob has kinetic energy. Similarly, in a river or sea, the flowing water has kinetic energy which makes the wooden boat or a log of wood to move in it. Clear? So these are the few examples to explain the kinetic energy. Now the formula of kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Again, from this formula we can find out the factors on which the kinetic energy of a body depends. So the first is the mass of the body. Greater the mass of the body, greater is its kinetic energy. For example, you can see on the screen also that objects with the same velocity, but if they have the different mass, then the object with greater mass has the greater kinetic energy, and object with the less mass has the less or smaller kinetic energy. Another factor on which the kinetic energy depends is the speed of the body. More the speed of the body, more is its kinetic energy. Clear? So you can see also on the screen, both the objects have same mass but different velocity. So the body with the greater velocity has greater kinetic energy. Clear? So these are the two factors on which the kinetic energy of a body depends. Okay.